Racism is still alive and well in the media today. All news stations are guilty of it, and it's a problem that not many people are aware of. This is an actual headline on CNN. I think the word you can't say on television is definitely the worst word. In this first clip, a newscaster on CNN thinks spraying Ferguson protesters with water cannons is a better idea than using tear gas. Water cannons and fire hoses were used during the civil rights movement to quell peaceful black protesters in the 1960s and was documented as extremely dangerous, with some cases so gruesome that the blasting water literally ripped skin off. So her thinking this is a good idea is something to be worried about. Notice her co-host's reaction as he realizes what she just said.
Across the globe, I mean, we're being seen and being watched by people globally right now. Talk to us about what police are saying to you, why they're using this strategy, why the use of tear gas, stun grenades, why not perhaps use water cannon? At least it's not going to have the same sort of effect, or maybe something that targets this small group. As you say, this blanket cover of everybody involved, everyone struck by the tear gas. What is
These two articles were written one day apart in an Iowan newspaper by the same author. Both detailed burglaries that had happened, and the perpetrators were all shown. The only difference? The black perpetrators were shown with mugshots, and the white perpetrators were shown with yearbook pictures. Which seems more like a criminal to you, mugshots or yearbook pictures? The media always portrays black individuals this way in order to push the narrative that black people are criminals and should be treated as such. We're all familiar with the shooting of Michael Brown, and this next clip provides great insight as to how the media portrayed him after his untimely death.
Guys, this case reflects a very real problem in America when it comes to race issues. The fact that in 2014, police will instantly associate blackness with criminality. And much of the media is doing nothing more than perpetuating that same ridiculous stereotype. Check this out. After the shooting, news outlets were airing photographs of Brown wearing his high school cap and gown, remarking that he was only days away from starting his first semester in college. But by the time more outlets picked up the story, this photo was circulating around, showing Brown in a sports jersey and suggesting that the boy might have been a gangbanger. Unsurprisingly, in response to this blatant race baiting that the news media uses to drive their narrative, the Twitter community came up with the hashtag #IfTheyGunnedMeDown, posting pictures of themselves on social media and asking which picture the news media would likely use if they were gunned down by police. In this tweet, Ben Valence asked if the media would portray her as a gangbanger or a classy lady. And here, a user posts a photo of himself in a U.S. Army uniform alongside a selfie of him holding a toy gun, asking if the media would use the pic on the left or the one on the right if he were gunned down.
What we've seen is just a 3-minute breakdown of a few incidents of racism in the media. There are enough examples that I could have easily talked for 3 hours. Millions of people watch the news every day and believe everything they see. With images like we've just seen, how can we expect to not be surrounded by racism? The news outlets we trust spew racist and biased information on a regular basis, and no one can stop them. It's up to us, the viewers, to take what we see with a grain of salt and to always try and find different sources on every story. Racism isn't going away until we recognize the problem and actively try to find a solution.